think if you asked any of the riders on the circuit what their favorite track was, they would probably say it was Norway for this year. It's just one of those tracks that has a little bit of everything and it's super fun to ride. Every practice run just puts a smile on your face. It's awesome jumps, awesome berms, and some gnarly technical stuff too.
For sure it's one of the best tracks on the circuit, basically because it's got a variety of everything. It's got fast, open sections, it's got technical rocky sections, berms, jumps, grass sections, it's got everything really, and that's to me what makes a good downhill track.
Oh my god! Yeah, boy! You fucking animal!
It's easy to ride over your head here because you can go so fast into some of those corners, and it's just so hard packed and fast at the top section. And then the woods are so technical too. There's so many different lines to choose from and none of them are really perfect. There's always something in your way, something to slow you down. And you really have to be a good rider to get around some of that stuff.
It's true that you get inspiration for your haircut from Elvis Presley?
Yeah. I was listening to a lot of Elvis music and just really dancing, boogieing in my room, getting down with it. And I just really wanted the hairdo, so George helped me out. We greased it up and just ain't nothing but a hound dog.
My first crash of the weekend was in the berm after the huck. Either I overhooked the corner or it could have been because on the exit there's a little rock sticking out of the berm, and it almost did it to me another 2 times. As your weight's kind of unweighting out of the berm, there's a little rock and it clips your front wheel and throws it to the left. And I think that's what happened. I just pushed it out to the left and my weight was still going forward and kind of straight. Front wheel was out to the left and it just slid out. And it wasn't a bad crash, it was just sort of a slide out. Some bits not really as bad as I thought, so I think she'll still be pretty fast for the race.
Definitely mud tire.
Yeah, cut muds. I don't think full muds. Cut should be good.
Yeah, it's definitely a really hard thing to do as a rider when the conditions change so much right before the race. It rained Saturday night and we only had an hour of practice on Sunday morning before race. You just didn't really know exactly what it was going to be like. You didn't have a lot of time to try different tires or different settings to set yourself up for a wet run. You kind of just had to go with what you knew and use experience from the past to prepare for the race.
Before the crash, I think, yeah, you could say it was as good as my race run last year. Last year my top split was not good, but it doesn't come down to how you were at the top split. I mean, a lot of people were fast in the bottom section. This year my top split was, I think, 1 position off my top split last year, and I'm stronger on the bottom of the course, so yeah, maybe it could have been another podium run, But up until when I crashed, my run was pretty much exactly how I wanted it to go. I didn't push too much and do anything stupid. I just rode like in practice, and then when I went down was kind of a shock. Even though it was really slippery, I wasn't thinking about crashing. Before I knew it, I was on the ground. So what I took away from it was that I'm finally riding how I wanted to, where I left off from last season, and that I wasn't gutted and I wasn't disappointed because it wasn't doing anything stupid. It was just a bit of a freak crash. I rode just like I did in practice into that section. I think this time it just didn't work out, so I just want to take in all the positives to this weekend and go as well as I can.
So my goal for the season has been to try and get a top 10, and I got as close as I could have got to it without actually achieving it. It was my best result of the season, best result of my career so far, so I'm pretty stoked with 11th place. My runs this year have sort of all been feeling like I've ridden within my limits and I've done the best I can do without riding over my head. My results have been improving, but my feeling of the run's been staying the same, so I guess my perception of what I'm comfortable with is getting a little bit better and a little bit faster each round. That's good. It's good to see the progression in an upward trend like that all season.
It's pretty much the same, just taped a little bit differently. They've sort of routed it so that it slows the track down. I think a lot of riders were looking for a more technical track here. It's pretty bike parky. In the past few years, it just seems like every time we come, it gets easier and easier. They're always taking routes out and making it smoother, but it's good to see a change. I just think that it'll bring a different dynamic in, and I like it. I like it to be more technical, so I'm happy with it.
There's a little jump where you jump over a root and straight, and I kind of jumped it leaning to the left, and there's slippery roots after, so I couldn't get back onto the main line and just went off on purpose. And then the second time I kind of did the same thing. I could have tried staying on the main line, but I might have crashed, so I just jumped the tape and jumped it again.
You know you can do during your race run or qualifying, right?
Really?
Just need another escape, some time on my own. Don't act like my time is over, 'cause no one ever really did. So just leave me alone. Sometimes I'm thinking alright. Just need another escape, some time on my own. Don't act like my time is over, 'cause no one ever really died.
You need sandpaper grips, so we're going to run them without gloves.
Actually comfortable.
Yeah.
Sure was.
It's 50 grit, so it's good.
So
for
when
the
I
sports.
get muddle over my hands, I'm going to still be grippy.
Yeah, for sure. You might have a bit of blood at the bottom, but that's totally normal. Totally normal.
Neko, throw like a big snowball lob it and I'll just catch it here in front of the camera. Not a good idea.
Hey bastards.
You have to get one when I get it in.
It did a cool little.
I don't do anything.
No shit.
It's very cold, so I go back to Sicily.
So, last race of the season, and I'm just getting to the point where I'm so sick of doing this job, because us mechanics and staff, you know, we get up earlier than anyone else, we leave the pits later than anyone else, we get no respect, nobody talks to us like we're a real person, you know, it's just
Shut
like,
up,
I don't
Ben.
know.